All right, so as I'm sure many of you already know by now, the update has been live for give or take about the last 3 hours. We live streamed it, we had a good time, but now I need to tell you something before you make this terrible mistake. So for some of you, it may already be a little too late, but for the vast majority of you, maybe you're just getting out of school right now or just getting out of work. You're gonna jump on and check out the amazing brand new layout saver. It's quite honestly amazing. I mean, yes, it had its flaws when it initially released. Unfortunately, it deleted a lot of haunted wells from some individuals, but to be honest, it was disabled about 5 minutes after the update came out. So they got to it really quick before there was a lot of collateral damage. So let's go ahead and break down the correct way of using the brand new layout saver, because if you automatically assume how this entire system works, you might make a huge mistake and you're going to regret it in the long run. So before the update went live, a lot of people assumed that the way the layout saver was going to work is, well, I mean, kind of how I thought too as well. Basically, you open up the menu, you save the floor that you're on, and there you go. You have your entire layout saved. Well, it turns out that that is not the case at all, and this is by a floor-by-floor basis. So it's actually, to a certain extent, kind of convenient the way that they did it. Currently, I'm in the first floor, or I guess the main floor of my restaurant. And if you notice, I can go ahead, clear out floor number 1. All of the items will be put inside of my inventory. And then just as quick as I picked it all up, I can go back into the floor menu, go to layouts, click on main floor, equip, yes, and now my entire first floor is back to how it was before. It's, like I said, quite amazing. But this is where a lot of people are kind of messing up. So basically what they're doing is coming into their first floor, saving the first floor, and then running down the full list here and clearing out every single floor. Now, the unfortunate part about you doing that is that technically you only saved the first floor. You didn't save the rest of the 10 floors. If we take a look here, floor number 1 is completely empty. If I teleport to floor number 2, this is also completely empty, which is where my kitchen usually is. If I was to go ahead and open up the layout saver, go to the kitchen, equip this, yes, it's going to place everything down, no problem whatsoever, exactly how I had it before. But if I teleport to my first floor, this is still empty. And again, it's quite simple. It's literally just saving every single floor. I can just go ahead, put main floor, and you guessed it, everything is going to spawn back up. And on top of that, my second floor is also perfectly fine as well. Now, during my live stream, Lucas did say that currently there was only 8 floors that can be saved, but that they were going to be fixing that and turning it into 10. It's just that they were kind of like working out the kinks. Well, I'm happy to say that as I am recording this video, you can go ahead and save all 10 floors because I have gone ahead and done that. This is honestly something really important to me and something that I really wanted to share with you guys because, well, if not, it was going to get really messy once you guys destroyed your entire layouts and then come to realize you have to rebuild it again. As I promised, I'm going to be playing around a little bit with the masteries and stuff like that because for a lot of you new players, it's actually extremely easy for you guys to go ahead and complete these masteries right now because you don't really have every single waiter or every single cook, or maybe you're just using really basic items. So it's actually extremely simple for some of you to complete these because, well, if you aren't aware, the only way that you can complete masteries is by manually doing all of these things. Your staff members cannot do it for you. So you manually have to go and cook orders, you manually have to go and clean dishes, and you manually have to go and take orders. That becomes a little bit of a hassle when you have 10 floors as well as every single staff members with coffee machines and just like a bunch of crazy stuff that's going to make it to the point where a customer sits down and their order instantly gets taken. So now that the layout saver is working, I'm going to go ahead, clear out my entire restaurant, play around with just the first and second floor, and I feel like we might be able to get some good results out of this. Obviously, the good and easy way out of this would be for the developers to add some type of disable staff button, which, I mean, fingers crossed that maybe it does get added at some point. But for the time being, we're going to just have to figure out some really fancy ways. I'm going to be honest, man, right now, it's not looking too good for us. Now, obviously, aside from the mastery as well as the layout saver, we did get ourselves some brand new crates. I opened up a couple of these during the stream, was only able to get my hands on the hyper tip jar, the ice cream machine, as well as the order stand. I might have to open up some more crates and get my hands on this energy drink as well as some tiles. But dude, prices right now are just so ridiculous. I'm seeing people over in my Discord saying that they're in the trading plaza and that someone sold a single lightning tile, just one lightning tile, which I want to point out that when you go ahead and hatch it from the crate, if you notice at the bottom, it says comes with 8 tiles. Somebody paid 700k gems. 700, literally every single gem that I have for one tile. Guys, these prices are just absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully it starts to get better as the days go by. Obviously, there's a lot of hype right now around the items. Oh, and also, I almost forgot about this, but we're going to be bringing layout videos back. If you aren't aware, there is now the customers per hour as well as cash per hour, which makes life 1 million times easier. I mean, like, it is amazing. Some people say that it's accurate. Some people say that it isn't. Either way, it's going to help out to be able to see which one is performing better, whether the numbers are accurate or not. So that's definitely going to be a life changer for me. I also should point out that yes, my layout right now that I have working with is not really all that great. It's kind of a mess. There's different sets that I have mixed in here so that I could get the Uncle Sam, and it's just a really big mess. But quite honestly, I haven't had really a need for money, so it hasn't really been much of a big deal for me. Moving forward, we're going to be fixing a lot of these things and making some adjustments so that everything kind of makes sense in here. Either way, next video that you'll be seeing from me will more than likely be a kind of like how to level up your mastery quick. I'm going to be working on that as soon as I'm done with this video. Hopefully, I'll have it out tomorrow, or if not, on Monday, because I do have family here that is visiting from out of state. So I do want to spend a little bit of time tomorrow with them because I didn't really get to do that today, and they're currently at the aquarium while I am home recording a video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully it helped you out. I'm sorry if it already happened to you and I didn't get to save your life, but drop a like on this if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more of my restaurant content as well as all of the other games that we will be covering very soon. That's gonna do it for this video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.